if you're looking to buy the Sonarworks 4 correction software with the microphone, I'm going to tell you the reason why you shouldn't buy it.
You know you got me, girl. I like the way that you move, the way you shake your body, girl. I got a whole lot of plans for you.
Thank you for tuning into my channel, Ericson Presents Mixing Tutorials. We are back with another mixing tutorial, so let's get right to it. But before we get started, even though I just said let's get right to it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you can stay up to date with all of my reviews and my tutorials. So, this microphone. When I got this microphone, it was great. It did what I needed it to do. I would not recommend buying this microphone for your room correction software if your room is not treated whatsoever, because it will not help you. You have to have a treated room. You have to treat this microphone as if this is the extra icing on the cake. So you have to do whatever it is that you can do to get your room as close to neutral as possible. Once you do that, then adding this microphone will only send you over like the extra 10% that you're missing. For those who don't understand where they should be putting treatment, you can use a mirror. So if you have a long room, make sure your desk or your monitoring station is on one of the long sides. So if it's a rectangle, be on the wall that's further apart from each other. And once you set your speakers up and you set up your listening station, then you can actually have a friend come over and get a nice little handheld mirror and then put it on the wall. Once you see the reflection from the other speaker in the wall, that's where the phone should go. So just use a mirror once you see. So if I'm trying to set this one, I'm going to put the mirror over here on that wall. And then I'm going to look. And once I see this reflection in the mirror over here, then that's where I know I need to put one of my room absorbing materials. So let's get right to it. This Sonarworks 4, it blew me away. And this is why it blew me away. When I started setting it up, I actually moved my speakers around. So as you can see now, the CLA 10s are on the outside and the Atom Audios are on the inside before they were switched. So when I moved them around and I wanted to do the room correction for the Atom Audios, I had a problem. It was my fault why this problem happened. But when I did all the calibrations, and mind you, I'm not going to do the calibrations for you because you can see other videos to show you the calibrations. So I figured you don't want to see that. Anyhow, so when I did the room correction, and then I was listening to music before with the plug-in and bypass, and then with the plug-in engaged, it sounded like the music was coming out hard right. Like why is the balance of my music sound like it's coming from the right? And then when I turned the plug-in on, it rebalanced everything, and the audio sounded like it was coming directly down the center, directly to me. And I kept going back and forth, and I kept listening to different songs, like, you know, what's going on? And then something dawned on me. I wonder if I touched the volume knob on the back of the Atom Audio speaker, which is this one. I wonder if I touched the volume knob and accidentally turned it down. So I went up and checked, and for sure, I accidentally touched the volume and I turned that speaker down. But that actually let me know just how dope this software correction is, because it was able to detect that this side was not as loud as that side. And it made a correction so that I could actually hear it still perfectly. That sold it. I mean, it was an accident, but that sold it. So I would definitely recommend getting the Sonarworks 4, the microphone for your room correction. I did mix my first song. I was working on a song for one of the clients that I have, which is also one of my friends, called Sack vs. Everybody. And I've never been able to get this song to sound the way I wanted it to sound. I never could get it to translate In here, it felt like it was missing something. In headphones, it sounded amazing. In the car, it sounded like poop. So once I actually turned the correction on and I started mixing with the correction on, I heard frequencies in here that I've never heard when I was mixing. Now, obviously, when I get to my car, I was able to hear those frequencies, but in here, I could not. And once those frequencies were being represented in here, I was able to make all the correct decisions. And it was the weirdest thing ever, because when I mixed it in here and I listened to it and I listened to how open I was able to make the music sound, I took it to the car, and you know how we all are. We go to the car and we're like, all right, here we go. When I got to the car, it sounded exactly the same. It was the exact same as it was when it was in here. And I was floored. My car system, I spent a lot of money on my car system, but lately I've kind of let it go. And one of my 6x9s, they actually blew out. I never replaced it because I had tweeters in my doors. And my amp, I don't know what I did, but I touched the amp. The amp runs everything in the car, so the amp's not even set correctly. I haven't even dealt with that yet. So if a song is not mixed properly in my car, it's revealed very quickly. But if a song is mixed to like industry standard, then it's revealed very quickly. And I actually left it because I felt like, for me, that was a good telltale sign that if it sounds good in my car, then it's going to sound magnificent on any system. I accidentally stumbled across the way my car is set up, and that's how I check. So I would definitely recommend getting this. I reached out to Sonarworks to see if they had any links to give me. They have not, but they have responded. They just haven't given me one yet. So when I do get one, I will add that in the description at the bottom, so you can go ahead and support the channel that way by going through the link if you are thinking about purchasing it. But I definitely feel that you should purchase this. Other than that, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this helps you out. Leave a thumbs up if this does give you information that you need. I don't know. I think I got to work on the outro. I'm not really good at it. Anyhow, I will catch you guys in the next one.
Yeah, home tomorrow. You know you got me, girl. Tomorrow, girl. I like the way that you move, the way you shake your body, girl. I got a whole lot of plans for you, so baby, come